Welcome dear students in the 8th standard maths class. In the previous video we have completed practice set 11.1. Now in this video we'll start the next topic, subdivided bar graph or diagram. All of you know that bar graph is nothing but when we show the information on the graph paper by using a bar. Now here the subdivided bar graph means here the information of two or more constituents is shown by parts of a single bar. Means single bar is divided into more than one parts. See, the example is given in your textbook. See this bar. In this graph, each bar is divided into two parts, means more than one part. So it is the subdivided bar graph. Understood? Now let us move to the practice set 11.2. In that the first question is, observe the following graph and answer the questions. So see, firstly we will study the graph. Here the sleeping line is always x-axis. Standing line is always y-axis. And the scale is always starts from the 0. Scale is right on the right upper corner of the graph paper. Scale on y-axis, because we always write scale on the y-axis. So scale on y-axis is equal to 1 centimeter. The distance is always 1 centimeter. If you take the distance is 2 or 3 centimeter, then you use this word is 1 unit. Otherwise, you take 1 centimeter. So scale on y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to, see the difference here, it is a 200. So 200 rupees. What is this? This is the savings in rupees. Now, the single bar is shown by two different patterns. One is a white color shade and blue color shade. So, blue color shade is represented by savings in April and white color is represented by savings in March. And on the x-axis there are women's names are given. These are the data sets. So these data sets are used for the women. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 women's savings are given on this graph. Understood? Now see the first question. State the type of the graph. Obviously it is subdivided bar graph, because here a single bar is divided into two parts. So answer is a subdivided bar graph. Second question, how much is the savings of Vaishali in the month of April? See the bar of Vaishali and month of April. April saving is represented by blue color. So see the blue color portion, 600. So write down the answer. Vaishali's saving is in the month of April is 600 rupees. Very simple. Now third question, how much is the total of savings of Saroj in the months March and April? So whose saving is asked here? Saroj. So see the Saroj bar. And the total saving is asked here. So what is the total here? 800. So write down this answer in a proper sentence. I am writing here only the answer. So Saroj total saving in the month of March and April is 800 rupees. Very simple. Next, how much more is the total savings of Savita than the total savings of Megha? See the Savita and Megha's bar. This is the Savita's bar and this is Megha's bar. How much more is the total saving? So see the total saving. This is the 1000 and total saving of Megha is 500. So whose saving is more? Yes, Savita's saving is more by 500 rupees. So write down here. Savita's saving is more by, in a bracket you can write 1000 minus 500 is 500 rupees. Very simple. Whose savings in the month of April is the least? Least and less. In the month of April. April is shown by a blue color. See the blue color portion? Yes, Megha's saving is the least. Megha's saving is least in the month of April. Very simple. See the second question. The number of boys and girls in standard 5 to standard 8 in a ZP means a Jilla Parishad school is given in the table. Draw a subdivided bar graph to show the data. So the data in the table is given here. Scale on y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 10 students. This question we solve by two ways. First way is either we divide a single bar standard wise. If we divide the single bar by a standard wise, then we got the only two bars, boys and girls. Or if we divide a single bar into two parts, then we got the 4 bars, 5th standard, 6th standard, 7th standard and 8th standard. So you can choose any one of the way. So here I am preferring the second way, means I divide a single bar into two parts, means boys and girls. So here I am drawing the 4 bars, bar of 5th standard, bar of 6th standard, bar of 7th standard and bar of 8th standard. So firstly we calculate the total students. Total students. So 34 plus 17 is a 51. 26 plus 14 is 40. 21 plus 14 is a 35. 25 plus 20 is a 45. Now by using this information we draw a subdivided bar graph. See the solution. Such a type of question always solve on the graph paper. So sleeping line is always a x-axis. Standing line is always a y-axis. And scale is always written on upper right corner. So scale on y-axis 1 centimeter, because here for showing the scale, here we are using 1 centimeter distance. Understood? So 1 centimeter is equal to 10 students. It is already given in the question. So write down scale on the y-axis. So scale is always starts from the 0. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Now, this scale is related with the students. So, write down here students or number of students. Here, we have to show the data standard wise. So, standard is right on the x-axis. Standard. Fifth standard, sixth standard, seventh standard and eighth standard. Now each standard is divided into boys and girls. So here below the scale we show the pattern for the boys and girls. So here I am using the slanting lines for the girls and blank for the boys. Okay. Now see the records and draw the bars. So first, total students of 5th standard are 51. So after 50, first line. So draw the bar here. This is the bar of total students of 5th standard. Now in that, how many girls? So here 17 girls, means after 10, 7th line. So girls are represented by a slanting line. So here we draw a slanting line to show the girls. So out of 51, 17 are the girls and remaining blank space is represented by the boys. So these are the boys. Understood? In this way, draw the bar of 6th standard. So total students of 6th standard are 40. So in that 14 are the girls. Now for girls, use the slanting lines. Now bar of 7th standard, total students are 35. So slightly dark line is the middle, means it is a 5th line. So after 35th line is 35. So out of 35, 14 are the girls. Next, for the 8th standard, there are 45 students. Out of 45, there are 20 girls. So draw the slanting line for the girls of this bar. So in this way we have to draw the subdivided bar graph. So here each bar is divided into two parts, and this is the required figure. See the third question. In the following table, number of trees planted in the year 2016 and 2017 in the four towns is given. Show the data with the help of subdivided bar graph. So here scale is not given. So see the records here. Each record is given in the multiples of 50. So here we are choosing the 1 centimeter is equal to 50 trees. Okay. Now see this question solved by two ways. Either we are choosing the bar is divided by town wise or bar is divided by year wise. So here we are choosing the second way. So we have to draw the four bars, and each bar is divided into two parts, means year wise. Understood? So firstly we calculate the total of trees of each town. So total trees of Karjat are 350. Second, total trees of Vadgaon 550. Total trees of Shivapur is 450. And next last, total trees of Khandala is 250. See the solution. So firstly we write the scale on y-axis. Scale on y-axis, 1 centimeter is equal to 50 trees. So write down table of 50 on the y-axis. 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, 450, 500. Check whether any record is exceeding 500. Yes, 550 is less. So write down the scale up to 600. Now these are the number of trees. Now see the x-axis. On the x-axis, data sets are towns. So write down the name of towns here. First is Karjat. Second is Vadgaon. Third is Shivapur. And fourth is Khandala. So here each bar of town is divided into two parts, that is year wise. The number of trees planted in 2016 and number of trees planted in 2017. So below the scale we show this differentiation. So here I am using the slanting lines for 2016 and blank for the year 2017. Now draw the bar, first bar for the Karjat town. So total trees are 350. Out of 350, 150 are planted in the year 2016 and 2016 is represented by slanting line, correct? So in this way we have to draw the bar for each town. So second is Vadgaon and it is total trees are 550. Out of 550, 250 trees are planted in the year 2016. So draw the slanting lines. Next for the Shivapur, total trees are 450. Out of 450, 200 are planted in the year 2016. So draw the slanting line for that. And for the last Khandala, total trees are 250. Out of 250, 100 trees are planted in the year 2016. One thing is important, leave the same distance between each data set. And this is the required figure. In this way, we solve the such questions and this is the required graph. Now see the fourth question. In the following table, data of the transport means used by students in 8th standard for commutation between home and school is given. Draw a subdivided bar diagram to show the data. And scale is given on y-axis. 1 centimeter is equal to 500 students. See the table here. 3 towns are given and mean of commutation or communication are given here: cycle, bus and auto, and on foot. So again this question we can solve by two ways. Either we divide the graph town wise or divide mean of commutation. So here I am choosing the second way, means we divide a graph by mean of commutation. So see the solution. Scale on y-axis. 1 centimeter is equal to 500 students. So draw the scale on y-axis. 500, 1000, 1500, 2000, 2500, 3000, 3500, 4000, 4500, 5000, 5500. And these are the number of students. Now write the data set here. These are the towns on x-axis. So first is Paitan, second is Evla, and third is Shahapur. To draw the subdivided bar graph, we need the totals of students. So firstly calculate the total. Total students of Paitan are 5000. Total students of Evla are 3000 and total students of Shahapur $2,250. So now draw the bars. First of 5000, second is 3000, and third is 2250. Now draw the constraints of each town, means mean of commutation. There are 3 commutations are given. So first is cycle. Cycle represented by a slanting line. Second is bus and auto. So here I am using the sleeping lines, and third is standing lines. It is represented for on foot. So now take the figures of those students are commuted by cycle from the Paitan city are 3250, and they are represented by slanting lines. Second, students commuted by bus and auto are 750. And they are shown by the sleeping lines. And remaining are the students commuted by foot. So they are represented by standing lines. Second, for the Evla town, students commuted by cycle are 1500. So draw the slanting line here. Students commuted by bus and auto are 500. So draw the sleeping line and remaining for the standing line. Next, for the Shahpur city, students committed by cycle are 1250. So draw the slanting lines here. Students committed by bus and auto are 500. So draw here by sleeping line and the remaining shown by the standing line. So this is the required graph of given question. This is the last question of practice set 11.2. So here practice set is over. Thank you.